Hey Cancer, it's your girl Javy. Hi Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and or Rising for Libra season 2020. Yes, Cancer. Illumination. Lit up. Sure. Like you have everyone else together. But how you doing, fam? How are you? How are you? How are you? What about me? Was something that I heard. And Cancer, leaning into your energy like I got a bath, an outside bath running. The moon's officially in Aries, 0 degrees Aries. Drink in my cup. How you living, fam? How are you living? What are you doing to take care of yourself, to make yourself feel good? How are you balancing out the you scrambling to fix versus you actually showing up for yourself? And we got a full moon in Aries tomorrow, and there are big emotions, intense emotions, and intense reinforcement of self is what I feel for you guys. Especially, I'm just looking at my astrology and channeling notes. Also, like, you've gone through so many intense endings, and you sense the new beginning. Feeling yourself. The shell feels good in Libra season. Taken care of. Venus in your sign, you are attracting, drawing attention. Hey. But also coming into a newer, stronger self, comfortable with yourself, more self-aware. And like, what's going on with your boundaries? What's happening? Are you overly enforcing boundaries or not enforcing them enough? What's going on, Cancer? And are you just taking care of yourself, or are you inundated with thankless jobs and gestures? Inundated with thankless acts of kindness? What's really real? Deep breaths. Some of y'all already want to cut me. It's okay. Whew. First card out is the Hanged Man reverse. So yeah, lots of uncomfortability. Things that feel possibly even shameful have come up. New perspective, delays, slow down, feeling stuck big time, but not knowing what to do about it. But then this Libra season, I feel like that's how you may have been feeling, but I feel like the insight comes in. I can't take my eye off the halo, and it's just like in the ways that in the things that you felt shameful about, or felt embarrassed or vulnerable or outed, for some of you, the universe turns it around. Hangman reverse, there may be a Pisces or Ace of Cups. Yes, turn it around. You guys may have been really not knowing what to do with a lot of intense intuition. Your intuition heightening, dreams getting more vivid, dreams getting more like weird out there, intense connection with the divine. It's like so much coming in, but you don't know what to do with it. Feeling into everything. And just when you just when you think, your cup is completely upside down, the universe is like, nah. Cheers. Let's see what comes up next. Oddly enough, there may be a Pisces, Cancer, and I want to say like a Leo or a Sagittarius possibly, that you're recovering from. Two of Wands. And Libra season is revving you up to make a choice. Both of these, their hands extended. Going forward, giving out, choosing a path. Once the divine steps in. The divine steps in with a new, some of you may be in long distance relationships and you're deciding, whether you want to stay or go, or maybe whether you want to visit them. Some of you may not be able to visit. There may be like long distance relationships that are international and you can't travel. And some of you may be thinking about freedom, doing stuff for yourself, creating stability in the home. But also, some of you may be traveling for a wedding or traveling for a big event during Libra season. Also, some of you are traveling for love. You find love on a trip. And it really brings up the old cycles that you're breaking out of. The ways that you've held yourself back. These are those thankless jobs, the perpetuating victimhood here. I'm going to take one more. This is really interesting, and I'm excited to clarify this, but this Hangman reverse is karmic. Karmic. Your rejection is your protection. Things not going as planned, not going your way, because the divine is at work. And also there just may be, it doesn't have to all be bad. Like some of you just may be coming from a period of where like you felt really foolish, or, you just weren't happy. You were feeling stuck. And it's okay to like get yourself out of that situation and feel better. Move forward. Some of you are really having to choose, are you going to take the path less traveled, the road less traveled? Or are you going to stick with the tried and true to try to generate some stability for yourself? But Venus is here. Venus attracts. Venus is really taking you to a more social place, and that's Libra also here. So there's, that little Venus sandwich that you're in. But there's a balance that's really needed between being super social and being out, being of service, taking care of things, and then feeling drained and like no one's there to take care of you after. So it's like, break this cycle, check yourself, check, your intentions, what you keep perpetuating. And there's a big shift in thought. Mercury is now in Scorpio will be retrograding in Scorpio, King of Swords, and excuse me, our thoughts, our intentions, our motivations intensify. And there also could be, with Mercury and Scorpio, there could be a tendency to like have some obsessive thoughts. Some of you may be obsessively like wanting to get married, wanting a family, wanting to really establish your home. You're not really seeing much else. Actually, I'm not supposed to be. But bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. You really are in a place of self-empowerment. And that's what this Aries full moon is really bringing up. Self-empowerment. No matter what the naysayers say, no matter what other people are saying, no matter who opposes you, if God be for you, who can be against you? If you be for you, who can be against you? I want to definitely look at this Hanged Man. We're going to dig into that one. But there's new love coming in. There's new connection. For some, new relationships. New levels in your spirituality. New levels in creativity. New creative projects coming into you. Illusions being broken. And when the illusion breaks, you really are able to see the truth of what's going on. The truth of the world that's in your hand. The truth of the power that you hold, that you wield. And the power that you wield is to beautify, unite, and create family. Everywhere you go, everybody feels comfortable. Everybody's telling you all their shit. Everybody just wants to tell you their secrets all the time. Shit you didn't even ask for, because it's you. You nurture, you emit nurturing, you emit warmth, truth, and love, and people want to confide in you. So there could be a lot of, I just feel like there are proper boundaries being set here. No longer being in a place of being taken advantage of. You can easily get out of that narrative by learning and strengthening your relationship with no. Also make sure that you're not being harsh, but that you're just mastering new communication, new ways of thinking, new ways of talking. Just make sure that it's not harsh, or know that it's gonna be harsh. So just watch yourself. Also, there may be somebody with heavy air placements that you may be looping about. Someone with a, with like a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius moon. Maybe an Aquarius Mercury, Aquarius Venus. And you may have been in this loop over them, struggling with them over the last 8 months. 8 weeks, 8 months possibly. In that range. And it's time to get out of the loop. This person may be mean to you. This person may be short with you. There may just be someone that like, you're doing all these stuff. It's like you're doing all these things to get the attention of people to the point where now you feel embarrassed. And it's like trying to impress someone who isn't even capable of doing all that you bring to the table. And that's not for everybody. But just check like who you're doing this for. What is your motivation? What is driving you right now? And are these what you're looking for externally? Are these things that you're able to find within yourself? Are you able to give yourself fun, stability, happiness, joy, mischief, adventure, and deep connection and deep awareness? There's like blindfolds off, fam. There's no more willful blindness. And through intellect, communication, words, insight, writing, letters, logic, through logic, you are really able to make the proper cuts in your life. And the proper cuts have a lot to do with what's going on in your head, have a lot to do with your cycles, your mental cycles, what the trains of thought you allow to chug-a-lug-a-lug in your head. I don't know why I did that. Let's get into it. All right, Cancer, let's get right into it. Please clarify the Hangman reversed. Some of you maybe have been feeling disconnected from source. If that is the case, disconnected from your beliefs, really unsure about your belief system, things just feeling very mysterious, feeling foggy, not feeling clear. If you have been feeling any kind of disconnection from source, that is getting replenished. So no, trust and believe. And also, like, some of you, if you've, what's going on with you self-sacrificing? Have you been self-sacrificing just out of habit? Because renewal is coming to the ways that you've been just giving of yourself too much. And in this, you're really getting clarity. It may not feel it. It may feel really, really uncomfortable, but you're getting clarity. You're understanding the true value of reciprocity, of mutuality, of give and take, how to properly receive, how to have like a symbiotic relationship, what that actually looks like. There could be people that just feel vampiric, just like, siphoning your energy. And there's just a harmonizing that takes place. And it's just okay to pause for Libra season. It's okay to take a moment. And some of you just, there's just something here with the like needless sacrifice that I feel. Martyrdom even. Like, it's bigger than delays. It's indecision out of ego, possibly feeling like unable to change, or like you've missed an opportunity in some way. But the divine steps in. It's like, no, by way of the Almighty, I am your source of replenishment. I will replenish. I will make anew. I will wash clean any kind of shame, any kind of embarrassment, so that you can choose to go forward, going forward in the divine. Whew. Please clarify this Ace of Cups, Lord. Okay. Just looks like new patterns. New patterns. Deep breaths. Whatever you feel hung up about, it's about to get a lot better. And it may feel like things are at a standstill. You may be in a place of really needing help. And help comes. But you're also learning how to help yourself, how to show up for your fucking self. Please clarify. And how to show up for yourself sometimes involves isolation. Like I'm saying, there are cuts that need to be made, and you're learning your no is getting stronger. There may be someone with heavy Pisces, with heavy earth or water placements that you may need to reevaluate your relationship with. Especially if they like are the kind of person who's like, oh, I'm giving, even though you didn't ask for it, and then why am I not getting what I need from you when I give you everything? When I do this, and it's just like, yo, there's nothing the universe doesn't like more than someone who gives with expectation in their heart. So be aware of that. Don't cater to any of those characters. Please clarify the Four of Wands. What is a source of joy for Cancer? I hear there's like putting... You see how it's the only card that has this pop of yellow except for the... Well, actually, look at this. This pop of yellow here. This halo of perspective, of enlightenment, illumination. And that's what I said first thing out. You guys, the moon, ruled by the moon, a luminary. And it's happening. The moon was just having an intense ass time in Pisces. And now it's 0 degrees Aries. And things are coming to light by way of the Almighty. Things of the emotions, things of your feelings are coming to light, or deeper understanding. And it moves from a place of being in your feelings to being in your solar plexus, being willpower, something that drives you. There is a sense of joy or happiness. All right, Cancer. But there's experiencing joy, wonder, fun, traveling. And I asked what brings you joy. I got the Ten of Swords. So it's like putting this to bed. Whatever this heaviness in your heart, whatever needs to end, what brings joy is putting that old version of you to rest. Lay that person to rest. With this full moon in Aries, this is a new I am, a new sense of self, a new sense of autonomy, new ways to wield your sword of truth, new ways to access your sovereignty. Whoop, had to take a sip. And I want to ask Eight of Swords, how, outside of logic and speaking your truth and saying it with your fucking chest, how can you break out of this cycle? Whew. First off, you need to do it fast. I feel like you needing to speak your truth and break free out of cycles quickly. Don't linger. Don't dwell on things. Speak your truth and keep it moving. And what breaks the truth, or what breaks the cycle, is opposition. Opposition. The 7 and the 8. You, whenever it comes to you, you learning how to respond to it differently. When people come to you wanting the same old thing from you, that's another way that the universe is testing you. Like, hey, remember you're in control, right? Remember you have the opportunity to change, right? Just by saying no. Just by saying this is what I need to do for me to get my cup full. But the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, whew. It also is like, release your control on how the divine operates, on divine timing. Some of you also need to release control, release a sexual connection with someone with heavy air placements. There's someone who just like you guys may be ruminating, just looping in the mind about. And that almost fell out. But yeah, you need to go inward. I'm going to let it out, actually. Trust your gut. Do not ignore the red flags. Take the motherfucking blindfold off. Meditate. Go inward. Access the divine. Because there are emotions that are going to come up this full moon that will be very, very intense. And it's time, I mean, Aries, you know, it's like, hey, what are you doing for you? What leaps of faith are you doing? What new I am? What self are you stepping into? Whoo! Because the divine is working on you. Hope is being restored. You are being poured back into, the divine pouring back into you, because you have so generously given of yourself. And I think at this point it's to a fault. And some of you have been given to a fault, and then you got into a situation where you just didn't have enough to give, and someone just felt like they were just, getting just crumbs from you. And it's like, yo, I'm just trying to show up for myself. And there just could be separation from someone with heavy water placements. But more importantly, there's been a separation from yourself that you are really ready to tend to. And once, all of them, all the celestial bodies, once you really, really tune in, there's a lot to be revealed. There's a lot coming out. And it's all about you. And you can't be afraid of it being about you, because the cycles are ending. The illuminations, the illusions are breaking. One more. Because it's time to walk away. Turn your back on what's comfortable. Turning your back on what's established, on the way that it's been, on the way that it used to be. Another luminary. It's going to be a really emotional time for you guys. And you need to be okay with getting comfortable with your vulnerability so that you can move forward and pursue your dreams, make your dreams a reality. And in that choosing, in that Two of Wands style choosing, it's choosing like comfort zone or the world, the world unknown, the wild unknown. What's it going to be? Because I think you're ready for something new. And in order to do that, let go of the old you. Because the sun, the moon, the skies, the celestials, the divine are trying to get your attention, so that this intuition can start to realign, so that you can get put back in line and go forward. Bam. And back to your Queen of Cups nurturing self. No more stifled creativity, no more stifled love. Moving forward. And you will be divinely supported. I love you.